let's talk about Nintendo Switch, because they have so far sold over 2 million units of the new console. And let's talk about that, because that's a big deal. That completely says, hey, video games consoles are not dead, because PS4 is selling outrageous, Xbox One's holding their own, and here comes the Nintendo Switch off to a good start. And I think it's really great, and it's really impressive that what this video game system does, even though it's not as powerful as the PS4 or as powerful as the Xbox One, is that it is a perfect hybrid of portable gaming and console gaming on your TV. And this opens up a whole door. I mean, this is the replacement for my Vita here, right? I don't have a Switch yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to eventually getting one. I've been portable gaming on this thing for a while now. I love the Vita, but hey, Nintendo Switch, the one thing that Sony didn't do with this device is they lost faith in it, right? The first party support wasn't there. So it was, and of course third party support wasn't there. So it was up to all these indie developers to put awesome games on this device, and they've done a hell of a job. And plus you have these RPG people like Atlas putting games on this device straight from Japan. So that's what this device is, and I see the same thing happening with the Nintendo Switch. It's going to be a great device for your Mario, your Zeldas, your Metroid games. Plus, you got these really cool indie games that you probably wouldn't play on any other device, and the hardware doesn't have to be strong to do that. I think that's a fantastic thing for the Switch. And if you're worried about third-party support, I wouldn't worry about it too much, okay? Because here's the thing: no, you're not going to see Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty or Overwatch on the Switch. You're just not, okay? But what you may see is some of these, like Ubisoft, take one of their development studios and say, hey, go make something specifically for the Switch, excuse me. Or you may see EA say, hey, why don't one of our section take 10 guys and go over there and make something specifically for the Switch? So I think the third party support will be there because it's selling so many units, and if you don't put something on it, that's just wasted money. That's money missed out on. That's missed opportunity. So I wouldn't worry too much about third-party support. I know if you watch Kinda Funny Games Cast, the developer of Oddworld said that there was no point making games for the Switch because of the SKUs and things like that. I disagree. I disagree a whole hell of a lot with that, because I think that the Switch is going to do just fine. Apparently people love the mobile gaming experience and being able to take games on the go still. And I'm sorry, no matter what, mobile games, just like phone, Android, iPhone games, I know people love them, but for us gamers, really, that's not the way to do gaming, right? You want the tactile buttons, you want the joysticks, you want the functionality of a real game that you just can't get on a phone by itself. And even though Nintendo's been breaking into that market with Mario Run and Pokemon Go, we know those aren't the same experiences. We know those aren't the same like AAA, big budget experiences that we can get on their own home console. So 2 million units sold. I think the Switch is in good shape. One of my biggest things though is, what does Nintendo have down the line? Like, we only see what's in front of us for a year, and it's not a whole lot. So hopefully they can roll out more first party titles, or maybe they've got something hiding that they haven't revealed or announced to us yet. That's coming in the E3 announcement, because we've had a few directs this year. We know what indie games are coming. We know kind of what games are coming over the next couple of months, and we know, but that's really about all we know. Further down the pipeline, like the furthest we can see is Mario Odyssey, and there's not a lot between the summer games and Odyssey. I mean, you've got ARMS, and you've got Splatoon 2, and I think you've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that just came out, and really that's the tent pole that's going. So you got a Zelda, a Mario Kart, a Splatoon 2, ARMS, which is probably kind of in the same vein as Splatoon. If you think about it, it's a multiplayer sort of cutesy competitive game, which is pretty cool. And then you got Mario Odyssey out there, so that's 5 games in 1 year. And I'm thinking for Nintendo Switch, you need more than 5 games, and that's where the third parties have come in. Of course, you got a Dragon's Quest, you got a Fire's Emblem, you've got, you know, some of these other ones that are coming out. I do think that it's time for Nintendo to start like slowing development of like, it's time to start ending support for the 3DS, especially if you're going to make the don't get mad about that statement, right? But if the Switch is going to be successful, they need to start saying goodbye to the 3DS. It's time. 3DS has had its time. It's got a huge library already. Now let's let Nintendo, because that's one of the things that hurt the Wii U for Nintendo, guys, is that the focusing on 3DS and Wii U with first party games. We saw more first parties come out for the 3DS because they're quicker, they're easier to make, they're quicker, they're smaller games, and so we saw less big games on the Wii U. Well, now your console, like your mobile console and your home console, are the same. So now you can focus all that attention and make some of these beautiful and innovative, like Nintendo should be, right? Innovative, beautiful, well-made, crafted games on one system. And I think that is where the Nintendo Switch is going to shine, guys. That's just my opinion. I think that the Nintendo Switch is going to be very successful in spite of it being underpowered compared to the other 2 consoles, because I think it's a very different experience. This is the portable experience. This is what Nintendo does best. Let the PlayStation 4s and the Xbox One be the home console gamers. Let the PC and them do that. Let Nintendo do what they do best, and that is on the go. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Game Report. Remember that you can rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and appreciate it. Don't forget, you can check us out over at Twitch, twitch.tv/StandoTV. Follow us on Twitter at StandoTV, and you can support the channel by heading over to patreon.com/StandoTV and get episodes in their full entirety 1 week before everybody else here on YouTube. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you next time, and remember that I love your face. Have a good one.